Hey comic kids, Cash Cow back with another video. Today we're gonna do the Lucky 7. I guess you wanna say the Lucky 7 or number one version, number ones of comics I feel like could be worth more than what they are now, or have a chance of appearing in the MCU or the DC EU, however that goes. Let's see what happens, alright? Number one. Got Wolverine versus Hulk, number one, guys. Now, it's been speculation that we will get a Wolverine versus Hulk movie, or at least you will finally get that iconic fight scene between them two that's legendary, or that what makes Hulk 181 legendary, where Wolverine's throwing his claws and Hulk's throwing the punch. I feel like, honestly, this comic will see some gains if you finally get that. Like, it's a chance, right? We know that you're gonna get Wolverine in the MCU eventually. It's gotta happen, right? But will they have Mark Ruffalo that they have playing this Hulk now? Will he still be the Hulk then? Or will they go to another character to play Hulk? Because we continuously have gotten, after Infinity Wars, we have got this like studious Hulk, Professor Hulk. That ain't the Hulk we need to actually make this happen. I'm gonna just be real with you. Like, I'm not upset at it. I understand. We need to see that side of the Hulk, but that's not the Hulk we want. We want smash, 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 smash Hulk. Okay. This is a number one that a lot of people don't talk about. Which I don't understand. It's crazy because my first graded comic was one of these. There was a 9.0 CGC, and it was that. Not this comic exactly like this one, but it was a Wolverine versus Hulk number one. I feel like give it some time, and we finally kind of, if they confirm certain things and those ashes turn into, being relit and smolder and burn again, we gonna get that. Alright? With that being said, number two. Got the giant size chillers number one. The first appearance of Lilith, Draculas Daughter. This comic has actually been speculated heavy as of lately. We kind of feel at this point we're gonna get Dracula as the villain for Blade. And I can see that happening. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't see that happening. That leads to, where do you lead on, like, where do you go from after that when you have anybody that associates with Dracula? I honestly could see this being a Midnight Suns character, or hell, even a sequel. Just saying, guys, I can see this being a sequel, or being in the first Blade movie, or Midnight Suns. I feel like the sky's the limit with that character. And that book is actually something I would really speculate on right now. I'm seeing that moving pretty well. So, if it is ever confirmed, look out, alright? Number three. got Booster Gold number one. Let's stop and let's rewind everything that's going on. We know that Warner Brothers has partnered with Discovery, right? So we're gonna get a reboot of certain DC characters, pretty much majority of them, right? Where do they go from there? Where do they go from this, guys? All right. Uh, if we're gonna get the Blue Beetle, I feel like we're gonna eventually get Booster Gold. And with his time traveling capabilities, I feel like it's definitely worth taking the shot on. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I feel like they can put him in there somewhere. I'm interested to see that, guys. And I just honestly think with DC taking a step back, right, and rebooting things, I think that was perfect for them to do. Like, have a plan, execute it, and take time to build up your characters. Anybody that's been watching my videos already, I have said it continuously. I feel like they need to take time to develop their characters and actually do it the right way. Like, you're trying to catch up to Marvel instead of trying to do your own thing. That's the problem with DC. If they once they finally realize that, I feel like they'll be okay. And I think they may have realized that. We'll see. Fingers crossed on that, because I really want DC to do well. I really do. Like, if they do well, they will push it to where Marvel has to continuously do well. Because we have had a few movies people was like, kind of on with Marvel. Kind of got comfortable. You know how that goes. Need that competition to push you on through. Hey, you gotta bring it, because we bringing it. Alright? That's what? Number 3? 4. And this, I would say, honestly, why I put this in there, I finished the Sandman series on Netflix. Awesome, by the way. Like, that was good. I ain't gonna lie to you, that was good. Demon, number 1. I feel like this is a character that they can actually explore later on in the Sandman series, or if they want to do something else underground. I feel like that's the way DC is going to stand out. They're going to have to be dark, gritty, and develop their characters, obviously. But the dark and the grittiness is what separates you from Marvel. Like, why try to do something else? Like, Batman's not a jovial character. You know, like, certain characters you got are not jovial. Like, have them be dark and gritty and built from that. Demon's one of those characters that I feel like would get a TV show, or he can appear in like a Sandman series and they can build off of that, and then who knows what'll happen. All right, I feel like, hey, 5 got the Inhumans number 1. All right, now we know that the Inhumans, they had a show, didn't really do too well. It's kind of crazy because I like Ashton Mount. I really like him. Like, when he's in Hell on Wheels series, I really liked him in that. He was solid. Just the way they set them up for that series, it was not set up to succeed. Kind of like how we get the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and certain people like it, but the average consumer is like, yeah, this ain't it, you know. And the crazy thing about it is I have never actually watched any of that. I've never watched any of the Agents of Shield, and I'm like, I need to at least watch a season or two. I, I at least need to. Like, I'm pretty sure there are so many characters that have been created and put out there that I need to at least take the chance on it and see what happens. But I feel like Inhumans is a group of characters. I mean, we've already got Franklin, Franklin Richards and Doctor Strange, and you saw how that can be portrayed. I feel like the Inhumans probably would debut again in a Fantastic Four movie, or they'll be cameoed in a movie that they they may build on a storyline with them. I feel like it can happen. I feel like they want to kind of distance themselves, obviously, from whatever was done previously that was not their work. And I think that's why we have this long wait for the X-Men, Fantastic Four, than Humans or Ghost Rider. I feel like that's the reason why we have this long wait for those characters, because they trying to distance themselves. Apocalypse. They want to kind of be like, hey, if that movie was created 15 years ago, then fine, we can bring out one now. It was created 2 years ago, and nah. So I understand that. That's the long game. And you have to, and finally, because Marvel has a full deck to play with their characters, I feel like this is worth it. I feel like the Inhumans are going to be a big bet coming on later on. Not right now, but I feel like eventually in the future, they're going to be worth it, guys. I'm just saying. Number 6. We got Marvel feature number 1, The Defenders. Now, we know that Namor, we're finally going to get a Namor, right? Namor Submariner will finally appear in the Black Panther, right? We already have Doctor Strange. We already have some version of the Hulk, right? What happened if they actually join forces together? We finally get the actual Defenders. I mean, we got a version of the Defenders on Netflix with, Luke Cage and Jessica Jones and Daredevil and Iron Fist, but is it worth the shot? Honestly, I feel like it is. I feel like after we're done with Secret Wars, Avengers is kind of going to be dismantled or disorganized to a point where we'll get like the Young Avengers team, of course, right? Kate Bishop, all them. But then where do we go after that? Because if you actually read the Secret Wars comics, then a lot of them, certain people don't make it. So where do you go from that? I feel like that's when they start building these sub teams of, you'll see the Inhumans or you'll see the Defenders. You'll see groups like that. This book right now is not. It's not too pricey. All right. I honestly, I wouldn't say bet too high on it. But if you can afford one, why not get it and take the chance on it and just let it sit, And even if it doesn't happen, you still have a book that's the first team appearance of 3 main MCU characters for Doctor Strange, Submariner, and the Hulk. That's their team appearance. I feel like, hey, even if it doesn't, you still don't crap out. Like, people always seek this book. They will always seek it. I feel like they will. Last but not least, number 7. Got the Power Pack number 1. This, I honestly feel like it has Disney Plus written all over it. Like, it's only a matter of time. I feel like they will eventually kind of ease their way into groups we don't really know about, or characters that's not on the mainstream. And I feel like Power Pack is one of those. I honestly do. I feel like they'll kind of wait more towards the X-Men stage, and then kind of start premiering them. I mean, because you saw what they tried to do with the New Mutants, and that was a Fox project, and poor New Mutants, because I had so much of a high hope for them. I was like, come on, Fox, let's get something right of this branch, and it's Fox. I feel like this is a long haul investment. I wouldn't say now, but I mean, right now it doesn't cost anything. But I feel like one day it probably will. And if they say, hey, we're going to at least introduce this group, we're going to slowly give it to you. Like, I feel like Power Pack, New Warriors, Champions, all those groups are going to be slowly introduced to you. And then eventually it's going to make sense why they're adding characters or giving certain characters their own series here and there. And one day it's gonna make sense to you. And I feel like Power Pack is one of those. Now, with that being said, guys, this concludes my 7 number ones that I feel like are a long shot, but they have a chance of actually one day appearing on the silver screen or the big screen, guys. With that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep it rocking with your boy, and I'm going to keep cranking out those videos. Cash Cow out.